Hello everyone, this is Shama from Solid Performance CRM. Welcome to today's session with new topic. Hi sir, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Shama, how are you doing?
I'm good sir, thank you.
Yeah.
So sir, in today's topic, we are going to discuss about the tips and best practices for implementing CRM software. So can
Great.
we start this, sir?
Sure, you can start.
Okay sir. So the very first question for you sir is, what are the key factors to consider before implementing CRM software in an organization?
So the most important key factor that you need to think or like choose while implementing a CRM is whether your team understood the advantage and the importance of using CRM. So that is one of the main factors. You are not going and telling some features or things. So these are all the important things which many people are missing out. Many of them are trying to implement CRM software in their company, but they don't even know whether it is very easy for the team members to use or not. And that is where, there is a huge gap is happening. So what is happening after implementing a CRM, you are going and telling your employees to implement and use a CRM, and they are actually feeling it very, very difficult, right? So what they actually need to do is they should consult with the sales team. They should make sure that the sales team is feeling it easy to use in order to proceed further. That if you ask me, out of 10 factors to consider, this is one of the most important factor to consider.
Okay, sir. Great. So the second question is, how can a company ensure successful adoption and implementation of CRM software?
Yeah. So in this, I'll tell some 2-3 important points. But again, the first point, the adaptability, that is very, very important. So if you consider the first point, adaptability, once your team is adapting to it, you will get lots of advantage. First one is they will not resist because they are already using Excel sheet or mobile phone or something else for managing all the data. Now, when they are shifting to a CRM software, the team should know what is the importance of CRM software, why they are implementing a CRM software. Once they understood this, then what will happen is they will easily adapt to the new thing, and they will feel that this is actually an useful software for them. That is one of the primary important thing. Second one is planning. Most of the time, what happens is, like some companies, not every company, some company don't have a proper plan on how are they going to implement. That is one possibility. And the second possibility is some companies want to implement everything in one stretch. Like, they'll be subscribing for CRM, even we have seen in many instances, and they want to implement A to Z. Like, if 20 modules are there, they want to use all the 20 modules in one. I highly don't recommend that. They should start with initially 2 or 3 so that it will be easy for the sales team or the inside sales team or the marketing team to adopt. Once the sales team gets adapts to these 2 or 3 modules, then they can slowly add additional modules like invoicing module or quotation module, whatever it is, because all others are secondary modules if you consider a CRM. So what is the primary purpose of CRM is to handle the sales data. So that one they are using it in the beginning, and then slowly they have to implement additional functions so that they will not get stuck in the middle, because there are too many things to do. Like as the code says, break one stick at a time, right? So they have to do slowly one by one. So this is the second important thing. And the third most important thing to consider is proper training. They should take a proper training from the support team of the CRM, whatever they are subscribing, so that the support team or the implementation team will give a clear idea on how they have to use the system. Because a single product, mainly a CRM software, can be used in multiple ways. Now, if the usage is not done properly, or if they are using it in a different way, then changing it after 6 months, it is very difficult, right? So they should take a proper training. So if they follow these 3 best practices, rest everything will fall in place. So these 3 things I will tell as I told.
Okay, so thanks. So the third question is like, what are some common challenges faced during the implementation of CRM software and how can they be overcome?
Yeah. So one of the most important, challenge many of our clients are facing is they don't have the proper requirement with them in hand. So, they will be having a basic idea of they want to implement a CRM. And once they come back for implementing a CRM with us, they will be telling lots of additional features or functions like an ERP software, or they, while taking the demo, they will not have a complete clarity or, complete requirement in hand. And but while implementation, they'll come up with lots of new things. So what I recommend, everyone who's watching this is prepare the exact requirement. What is it that you are planning to achieve at the end of this? If you are planning to achieve sales and sales related activities, then you go and implement a lead management software or a CRM software. If your goal is to manage end-to-end business model, then you actually have to implement a ERP software and not a CRM software, because that has got different functions and different functionalities. So once they understood the exact core requirement and what are they trying to solve with the help of this, then they can easily overcome any of the obstacles, because they know very clearly this is what I want. So while choosing the provider itself, they'll understand, okay, whether this provider is having my requirement or not, whether he can be able to deliver my requirement properly or not, right? So if they have the clarity, then while choosing the proper provider also, it will be easy for them, and implementing also will not be a problem. And after implementation also, they will not get any new surprise, because already they know what they are going to get. It's not like something new, right? So the preparation is very, very important in implementing CRM software. And this will, you can overcome all this with the help of this one function itself.
Okay, sir. So the next question for you is, what features and functionalities should a company look for when selecting a CRM software?
Okay, so again, like the features and functions, what they should look for varies based on their requirement. If the requirement is to manage sales, then they need to look out for the feature which is related to sales related activities. In case if they're planning to, do post sales management in the CRM, then they have to look out for a CRM which has got all the post sale features. So, again, here also they should have a clear idea on their exact requirement. Once their requirements are very clear, then, easily they can decide which provider they can go with. So, there is no exact solution or answer for this. They should have a clear idea of what they want. What are they trying to solve? Based on this, all others will follow in place.
Okay, sir. So again, the next question for you is like, what are some best practices for data migration when transitioning to a new CRM software?
See, best practice again, they should have the exact backup from the previous provider. So the previous provider, might give an option to export the data in Excel or in CSV or in any other format. So we highly recommend everyone to export it in Excel or in CSV, because that will be the easy option to import it in any other CRM also, right? So once they are exporting, like the data, again, importing the data to the new CRM is also another challenge. So first most important thing is you need to check whether you can be able to import all the data as per your need in the new CRM what you are choosing. Only then you should actually initiate with the migration. And whenever you are planning for a migration, make sure to finish it on a, in a single day, so that your employees or team members will not get affected and you will not miss out any data. Because you are planning to do a migration for 1 week, so that 1 week data will be in chaos and you don't know where the data is actually managed, right? So these are all some of the basic things to consider. And rest, another one important thing they can do is, when they are doing a data transfer or migration, they need to check what is the bandwidth of the new CRM, what is the exact capacity, because why they are doing migration from one platform to another platform, because the existing CRM is not matching their exact requirement, right? Now if they are switching to a new CRM, this new solution provider should have got all the options, so that they can go ahead with them at least for next 10 years or 20 years. It is not like, okay, this year I change the CRM and next year I'm changing another CRM. So that kind of activity they should not do. They should find a suitable provider, so that they can work with them for a long time, because CRM is one of the most important thing for their business, and they should not look out for changing this solution provider every now and then. That's another important.
Okay. Now for you, the next question is, how can CRM software integration with other business system enhance its effectiveness?
Yeah, see, CRM software has got lots of integrations, with other CRMs. So like not other CRM, other softwares or other lead generation providers. Now let me take an example of solid performance CRM itself. So I'll give you some examples, right? So you can be able to integrate solid performance CRM with multiple lead providers like social media integration or Google Ads or website and many other lead sources. Now what happens? All the leads comes automatically to the CRM and the leads will get allocated to your sales executive automatically. This is one functionality. In a similar way, you can also do WhatsApp integration. When you do WhatsApp integration, the system will automatically send welcome WhatsApp email or SMS to the lead who has made the inquiry. And in a similar way, you can also perform cloud calling integration so that all your team members can perform cloud call directly from the CRM instead of going and checking it in some other software. So when an integration is coming in place, what is the purpose of doing the integration? Right? It is primarily to reduce the manual work and primarily to go and instead of going and checking it in multiple other sites, you are getting all the data in one place. So when you are choosing a CRM, again, you need to look out for a CRM which has got all the exact requirements of or the integrations what you are looking out for should be available in the CRM. Only then know it is actually a proper migration or the proper implementation of CRM. If the CRM is not having all the required integration, you need to ask them whether these integrations are possible or not. How can we do that? And again, since it varies from business to business, various businesses might have various integrations, but you need to think whether it is related to sales activities or not. And in case if it is related, how can we integrate? That is the most important.
Okay, sir. So next question is like, how can customization and configuration options in CRM software be utilized to align with specific business needs?
Yeah, so again, if you ask me this question, customization is one of the very important thing required for the success of a CRM implementation. For example, you belong to a real estate industry and you are implementing a generic CRM where you don't even have any customization option to modify the fields, modules as per your business requirement. Now you might understand, okay, this is CRM software, but your sales team might not understand. They will feel all the worse, they'll start feeling like it is some other language, right? So the CRM what you are choosing should have a very good customization option. You should be able to rename all the fields, change all the module names, in case of reallocation, whatever it is, it should match and align with your industry. So I highly recommend you to choose a CRM which is industry specific, or if you are choosing a CRM like Solid Performance CRM has got option to integrate it with 10 plus industries and you can easily customize it as per those industries. You want it for real estate, you can customize it as per real estate industry, and that too without any technical or coding knowledge. In case if you want it for interior designing, you can do that. If you want it for B2B or IT business, you can do that. So those kind of flexible option is what you should have in a CRM in order to make this as a successful one, or else your team will feel it very difficult to adopt. This is one of the challenge, no? Like if the team is not adapting, then you fail in implementing the CRM. That should not happen.
So related to team, which you have answered in the previous question, I have one more question related to that.
Yes.
What are some strategies for training employees and ensuring their proficiency in using CRM software?
Yeah. So this again, let us go back to the old thing, whatever we discussed. They need to implement it one by one, because they should understand, like the company who's implementing the CRM should understand the capacity of their team members. And in case if they have to train their sales team members on one by one module, then they need to implement this training based on that strategy. Maybe they can take a week's time and they can implement initially one or two modules, check whether the team members are using the things properly. And once they are using things properly, then they can ask them to implement some other module. Like that, slowly they can train them. Now, in certain cases, all the team members will be well versed, or at least the team manager will be well versed on how to use them. So, in those kind of scenarios, based on the capacity of the person to understand, training can be provided. And I also recommend them to take the training material, like video recording or something like that, so that they can refer to those videos in future whenever it is required. So these things will actually help the team members to understand things, even not immediately, they will understand over a period of time. If over a period of time means maybe like maximum 1 week or something.
Okay. Okay, so this is the last question for you. How can regular monitoring and evaluation of CRM software usage and performance help drive continuous improvement?
Yeah, so this is one of the most important thing. It is not just implementing a CRM. You need to monitor, how it is used on a regular basis, maybe at least once in a month or once in 2 months. Now, in this, there are multiple things involved. One is, you can easily understand how is your sales pipeline growing, or if it is not growing, why it is not growing. These kind of things you can analyze. Second one is you can easily monitor and understand your employees' productivity, whether their productivity has increased or not, because many of our clients has seen some a very good improvement in their the team members productivity after implementing a CR. Now if you are a company and if you are not finding any improvements with your team members, then you need to understand and analyze why there is no improvement. Maybe you can have one-on-one meeting with your sales team. You can ask them whether the leads are not good, why it is not happening, these kind of things. And with CRMs like solid performance CRM, you have got the option to create your custom dashboard and custom reports, so you can create whatever you want. It is not like you have to use only a certain set of reports. So you can create as per your requirement, extract the data in Excel, and then um, come up with a new solution or new problem whatever you are having, in order to find a solution for that. So this, if you like if you perform all the activities in this way, over a period of time there will be a lot of improvement happen in your company, which you might not be able to do without proper data structure.
Okay, so that's all for today's session. Thank you so much for joining and giving your views on the tips and giving your views and tips for like how we can implement CRM software if we want to implement for our business. So thank you so much, sir. This was a great session with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you everyone who's watching this, because one of the main problem in implementing a CRM itself is implementation. So you need to understand the difficulties in implementation, because a successful implementation of CRM will actually grow your business to the next level. But if you are facing troubles in this particular process, then you cannot be able to perform anything else. So make sure your implementation is successful, your training is successful, so that your CRM will take your business to the next level. Thank you so much.